For those of you who are a little bit out of the loop, I did a video of the drama up till now, and I'll be kind of covering just GunRun's statement on this right now. I guess to give a little bit of background, GunRun is one of the people that was in a conversation with Nux Taku while he was making his doxing the doxer video, or getting like the doxer to face justice or whatever, to basically protect indie VTubers. And I want to go over I want to go over his statement to let people know what you're watching. But it's just going to be going over the official statement from GunRun, because generally it's good to do these things on stream and then maybe give takes about it later or whatever. I'll probably be going over this also on Augie's stream tomorrow and giving like a full take on everything with this included. Somebody says he crapped the bed. Uh-oh. But this is GunRun, who is the CEO of HoloLive. And well, we're gonna get into his takes on this. So hi y'all. We want to clear the air on our recent safety issues by detailing our security efforts. This is not wholesale permission to send hate or harassment to any party involved. My objective is to not cast blame on individuals, but to be transparent on how we arrived to this issue. We do not condone any harassment and hate to any party as a result of this discussion. It is unfortunate we must share our private conversations to clear the air, as we do not believe the issues of safety are grounds for content. This is a little bit of an echo. This is a little bit of an echo from the statement that Nanners gave in terms of her getting mad about the video itself, saying that he was using their endangerment for clicks and for, you know, endangering their personal safety for content. I don't think this is a true statement, by the way. I already went into this. Nux was only covering things that were specifically affecting him. This doxer first targeted Nux. So, or at least that's how he got involved. He has every right to do a video on this. You know what I mean? Wait, did I say HoloLive? I meant Vshojo. If I said I don't think, did I really say HoloLive? I'm sorry. I'm a little tired tonight. I apologize. Sorry, Vshojo. Oh man, chat is freaking roasting me. I'm sorry. I had 4 hours of sleep last night. I'm a little afraid, and I just got out of like a really heated conversation with somebody. So I apologize. Oh, whoops. Yeah, it's Vshojo. My bad. Because this is an issue that involves real lives of individuals, we will be taking our efforts and investigations back privately after the statement. We additionally ask for speculation to be kept to a bare minimum, given additional risks to all parties involved. Well, that, and it speculates on whether or not this company was being negligent, which is, a little bit of an iffy part right there. We observe many individuals referencing decisions by Vshojo staff as grounds to release harmful content. We observed many individuals referencing decisions by Vshojo staff, so statements from people who are officials within the company, as grounds to release harmful content. When it comes to issues of safety, we ask the community and collaborators to respect the wishes of our talent. Our talent has every right to advocate for their own safety, and we will always stand by them. We recognize now that the complex priorities between Nux and Vshojo will not always align when it comes to safety. We still maintain that taking down the video should have been done more immediately, given our talent's feedback and the recommendation of our security firm. This document will go through major misconceptions about Nux's now deleted video, and his replies and apologies. Vshojo stayed silent while Indy suffered. Allegation: people were still in danger of phishing attacks from vshojo.org. Reality. Our cybersecurity team was able to work with law enforcement to obtain the target list from the threat actor. This list confirmed that only 2 phishing attempts were made, one to Nux and the other to Sakii. Context and timeline, the phishing attempts and audition emails. October 22nd, a threat actor creates a fake acceptance emails to join Vshojo. These people who have had a history of doxing and swatting Vshojo talent. Only 2 phishing attempts were made. I guess this is also people who have been doxing Vshojo, according to them. Fruit, Zen, and Melody responded too. Okay, I will take a look at those too. These are people who have had history doxing and swatting Vshojo talent. They target Nux and Sakii using the Vshojo domain vshojo.org. Okay. This right here is something I would directly contest. Vshojo.org was not the only fake domain registered by these people who are engaging in doxing and swatting. There's also vshojo.net. So that is a little iffy. That is a little iffy. Nux reaches out to me and I confirm that it's fake. Vshojo with our security team investigating and work to take down the vshojo.org domain. We advise Nux that creating any content or bringing attention to the threat actor would lead to more kind of harassment and disrupt our current law enforcement investigation. This is also not entirely true. They were saying that they were worried that it would instigate more and give them like relevancy and clout, but they never said that he shouldn't make any content. You don't tell them that you're iffy on certain wording if you're mainly concerned about like that the existence of it overall. You know what I mean? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I am casting doubt into this this claim. First are screenshots of Nux on why phishing information is harmful, why publishing information is harmful to the case. Hey Nux, I was able to get in touch with Sakii and get her header information we needed from the email through her, so don't worry about pulling it from yours anymore. Thanks, though, your help so far. A few things my security team wanted to communicate to you, though. They wanted to make you aware that this individual impersonating Vshojo is driven by attention and are afraid your tweets or any potential content you make shining a larger light on this would further encourage them to target you, VTubers, including Vshojo members and others. This is particularly important as the person has not been arrested yet, and we are trying to assist police, and we are afraid of interfering with a police investigation. We wanted to make sure this was passed along. Let me know if you have any questions, though. The thing is, though, if there's an active doxer out there and they're using these sorts of things, even if that domain gets taken down, they're going to still use those tactics. Letting people know that, like, hey, you might be getting phished is kind of important. It keeps people a little, vigilant, which I think is a reasonable thing to ask for. Thank you for passing this along. I didn't want to give out any details for a reason, but I didn't want any other VTubers falling prey, which is why I left it vague. I'm also working with law enforcement, and we have a lot of headway in locating him. Our DMs leading to the video will reiterate our concerns with making public statements on threat actors. Okay, sure, I'm all ears. I don't paint Vshojo in a bad light in this video at all. That right there! Ooh. I don't paint Vshojo in a bad light in this video at all. That is a little suspect. That is a little suspect. I would love to see what the conversation looked like before this part. I've said from the start, I think that the primary motivation as to why Vshojo initially was like somewhat positive in the comment responses is that this looks really bad for them. This looks really bad for them as a company. I don't know. I don't buy it. Sakii reached out for support after tweeting that we didn't reply to her messages. That's the other thing. This is from October 20th. We were able to get in touch with Sakii, but then she's saying that, like, she was kind of left out in the wind. Sakii reached out for support after tweeting that we didn't reply to her messages. We worked it out with her and discovered it was an issue with her Discord not sending messages at the time. Okay. Thank you to all the Vshojo girls who sent me their comforts. It means so much to me. Okay, fair enough. I saw all the smoke went to the doxer before the initial video was taken down. Yeah. Nanner's Vase, Snuffy, and Melody, and the other one I don't remember the name were the worst. Mel, specifically, I know, like, did a lot of collaborative, like, efforts with Nux, so that's kind of, oof. Sorry I'm drinking so much. My throat's, like, really scratchy. I apologize, guys. Vshojo approved Nux's video. Allegation. Vshojo gave Nux approval to release this video. Reality. Vshojo never at any point said that he had permission, nor were we asked. If you're giving timestamps like Nux showed, and you're asking for things to be worded, that is tacit endorsement of your thing being made. I'm just saying that that's like a tacit endorsement. Like, it's not a full-bodied endorsement, but that is inherently an endorsement of what he's doing. So I don't think so. Vshojo was given 30 minutes to suggest edits and create a statement. Politeness in Twitter reply text was misconstrued as approval and endorsement. Yeah, I hope we get to that. I hope we get to that specific official Twitter reply from Vshojo. Notes were written in a polite manner, but are critical of information Nux covered in the video. Suggestions for edits were ignored beyond blurring some names. Timestamps were provided with our feedback on edits, screenshots below. November 21st, Nux makes a tweet suggesting they will shortly be releasing a video covering the situation. Vshojo staff enlist their cybersecurity expert Phoenix to run communications with Nux. Wait, Phoenix? Phoenix is the cybersecurity expert? Dude, he's the one giving Nux, like, the edit suggestions. What are you talking about? Staff context. There is a negative history of interaction between Vshojo and Nux that led us to proceed with extreme caution. There is a negative history of interaction between Vshojo and Nux. Is that why you guys do collaborative works? Is that why, like, Melody does collaborative works with Nux? What the hell are you talking about? Wait, hold on. What was the last Nux video with Melody? Let's see. When did this happen? When was, like, the last, like, stream that they did together? There's so much stuff with Vshojo right now. And a lot of it's mine, unfortunately. Does anyone know, like, when the last time Nux did something collaborative with anybody in Vshojo? Because, like, I'm kind of curious about that one. Phoenix makes efforts to educate Nux on why this is a bad move, which are ignored. Edits were suggested and ignored by Nux. Statement drafted and tweeted to contextualize concerns with the video. Videos released and our goals with the response were not achieved. We continue conversations with Nux to see what can be done to address this, e.g. take down the video. Except you asked him to edit parts of the video at first. He specifically edited the thumbnail. Why are you doing another video? What happened? New lore just dropped, okay? You gotta cover this when it happens. They did a Twitch stream not too long ago? Yeah. Okay. We recognize that not enough context was provided with our initial post, and we created an addendum which includes reiterating that we never endorsed the video. Okay, so I'm going to pull up a screenshot. And I want you guys to tell me if this screams of a tacit endorsement. Thank you, Nux, for working with us. We've added a response to the events. This is under the announcement of his video going live. That looks like, to any normal person, an endorsement of the video. I'm sorry, but like, that's how normal people think, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that's like how normal people read this situation. The Amber conversation leading up to video launch, conveying our concerns with the content. Phoenix, I appreciate that you are doing a public service announcement. That isn't the problem at all. Okay, that isn't the problem at all. There's nothing wrong with you releasing the video. My comment is narrowly specifically about praising the one fan that reached out. I am 99% certain this is a fellow member of the harassment gang and not a fan. Giving them praise would make them focus more on harassing the VTuber community, because they will think they can manipulate people like this. Even though you aren't naming this person publicly, the person who did this will know who they are. At the current stage, we're focused on building a deterrent effect against this sort of criminal harassment, and that's the reason why your comment concerned me. Okay. This is their chief of security, and their claim is Nux made efforts to educate Nux on why this is a bad move, which were ignored. And also, Vshojo staff run communications with Nux and take down the video. Also, just like, don't post the video is what they're claiming. But that's not what's on the fucking screen. That's a lie. If anything, mentioning we caught the culprit was the best possible deterrent. It was, if this fan was legit, they even gave me the swatting video that you mentioned you had. If not, they wouldn't know that I was referring to them. The only people who had that unlisted video, YouTube video, knew where to look were harassment collaborators. Okay, I understand. I don't see an issue of mentioning a random fan that reached out to me. It's not the random fan. That's my point. It's relevant to the point in the video. It doesn't cause any harm. Even if I'm mistaken, there's no harm in it. I just want to talk about my experience as a victim and what I did to help. Okay. Their MO is to do this good cop, bad cop thing, and the random fan does something to establish credibility and uses that credibility to feed disinfo to the target. Sorry if I'm not being clear on this. The concerns were also that they fed you fake info after showing you a genuine video and confession brag, but I agree. Your experience as a victim are absolutely valid. These people are really awful. I'm sorry you got a taste of what I've been dealing with for a while. I'm sorry if I don't understand, but it is not relevant if I was misinformed or not. The message of the video remains the same. I'm not trying to downplay anything. I really appreciate that you were providing info. At 0703, do you think that you'd be willing to blur out the word blank from the screenshot for the purposes of denying them notoriety? Okay, I can do that. At this, okay, so this is not taking down the video. This is, hey, can you do this, this, and this, because we're a little bit uncomfortable with this. This is a tacit endorsement of the video. This is like, you don't work with a person to like, hey, can you remove this and this? If you're like, no, don't release it. Don't release it. I'm sorry, but like at the end of the day, a lot of this seems to be kind of fueled by the like just utter mismanagement at Vshojo. You know what I mean? Like this is just like really, really bad mismanagement. Not trying to downplay or anything. I really okay. Let's see. Okay, I didn't know. I just got that info. I guess it was false. At 9:20, GunRun Vshojo actually knew about the bad actor for longer than 2 weeks. But as I mentioned, we've not been talking about it since. Giving this person notoriety will actually make them do more swatting. This right here is 100% PR, by the way. I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying to give them, I'm trying to be neutral, and I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. This is 100% a PR move. Vshojo actually knew about this factor for more than 2 weeks, but mentioned we're not talking about it because giving this person any notoriety would actually make them do more swatting. This is really suspect. This is really suspect. This makes it sound as if they were more worried about their company image. At 0931, I'm thinking of giving shoutouts to the random fan from the Discord server is going to be hazardous in terms of directing harassment your way, and that's giving them attention. Honestly, I said 2 weeks because if I said more than 2 weeks, it would be a terrible look for Vshojo. He's trying to damage control for it. Like, Nux knows what's going on. I think that's like the really screwed part of this. You can say in 30 minutes, don't post this. Yeah, exactly. At 10:10, we actually did get the domain taken down. It took 2 tries, and that's because Namecheap is pretty notorious for favoring their paying customer over outsiders complaining about their criminal customers. I don't mind harassment my way. I think it's important that people think that they can't publicly say shit. Yes, as I mentioned, I got taken down eventually, but the first copyright attempt failed. Okay. At 2:40, I want you to be very clear in the language that the fake contract is not the same language Vshojo uses with actual talent. It's wholly made up by bad actor. Okay. I don't know if this is true or not, but like this is like, if that is true, then that like, okay. Although I am kind of concerned. I don't know if it is or not. If it is, then like they have like internal leaks, and that's like really bad. Like, I don't know. Vshojo has been running kind of amateur hour all over the place lately. 30-minute window for getting messaging out there. Remember that Phoenix is treating Nux as we would any media professional, hence the polite tone. Thanks a lot. Would you be willing to include a link to a written response to us as well? It's not going to be anything against the video. It's going to be more about making sure people don't think that contract language is real, and answer some likely FAQs that would result from all this. Of course, it would be my pleasure to help. So, okay, he's amenable to changing the specific details that are, like, relevant to that. I'd like to see the message first. That's reasonable. We'll get you a copy as soon as we can finish it. Amazing. We will work quickly. Okay, we will work quickly. We will work quickly is not, please do not upload the video. It is, we will get you what we want in this video to look better ASAP. This is their security guy. They're throwing their security guy under the bus. What the hell? Still working on it. Sorry, 30 minutes is not a lot of time to write the whole thing out. Don't worry, I'll wait more than a few minutes. We were given limited time to react, but a stronger effort from the management to sync with our talent at the start could have been helpful in preventing the situation's escalation. No, your security expert not writing the things that you were comfortable with saying would be the way to fix the situation. We still stand behind our stance that on allowing our talent the freedom to express themselves as they see fit. Don't wish to impair how they communicate with their communities. Is Nanners considered management or talent in this agency? Because I'm pretty sure Nanners' Twitter or Discord getting like rant was more than but I don't was that Nanners as management, or is that Nanners as talent? So I'm kind of confused as to that part. I'm kind of confused. Acknowledgements. Any confusion that previously arose from this issue was the responsibility of Vshojo staff. For that, we'd like to set the record straight. We did warn Nux about releasing the videos by outlining concerns from our cybersecurity team, but these were not the same as asking him to pull down the video. From our perspective, we believe these were strong warnings and could have been much clearer on the risks. No, dude, you don't get to pull. We should have been more, like, concrete with our language. If, like, no, you don't get to pull that. You don't get to pull that. Nanners is technically management and talent? Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, your security expert gave him every impression to think that he was, like, actually, like, correct in doing this. Like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. We absolutely stand by our talent statement to defend ourselves. We stand by the need to take action when content puts our talent and the community at risk. Within the 30-minute time frame, we had little opportunity or foresight to bring the talent earlier to contextualize their feelings on the matter. We can and will do better moving forward. Conclusion, we hope clearing the air here with our context helps put this drama behind us, all of us. I am understanding of Nux's stance and hope they didn't even address the Twitter account, like, thanking him underneath the reply. Like, they said, they kind of alluded to that, but they didn't, like, address, like, what was going on with that. Um. Uh. We do not wish to see this matter escalate further. Do not send hate or harassment to anyone. Nux. Go scorched earth. Do it. Burn it to the ground. We are looking forward to continuing work as usual and hope all fandoms can see why many perspectives of this complicated interaction between Vshojo and Nux. Thanks everyone for watching. GunRun. All right. Omni reacted to the apology in the... Oh, really? Okay. So we'll see some of the reactions to this. Check your live views. Okay. How many people are watching? Oh! 880 people are watching. Hi, everybody. I'm Flamenco. I do commentary on drama and other topics, both anime and not anime related. If you enjoyed my coverage of this, consider maybe liking the stream and giving me a sub for this, because I do like this, and I hope that I'm entertaining you guys with this absolute clown show. I'll read super chats at the end. Okay, let's take a look at some of the replies underneath the tweet. Omni, at least apologize to the dude. He got dragged for the past 2 days and deleted thank you tweet before it made and the deleted thank you tweet made it even worse. Nux took accountability. Only fair to do the same, methinks. I don't know who this is. I don't know if is this Vshojo? It's just a VTuber. Yeah, this is... Oof. All right, somebody said Mel has said something now. Project Melody doesn't post nudes on her timeline, right? Project Melody says, I support my group through and through, even if strong topics make me anxious. What does this mean? What does this mean? Fefe is a close friend of Nux. Okay, Nux. Okay. And they're just talking about random VTuber stuff. This is like, ooh. This is a little sussy. This is a little sussy bussy. This is a little sussy baka. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see if there's any other quote retweets on this that are interesting. I'm glad that things were cleared up. I hope both parties involved were able to settle things without any issue. I don't think this make things clear at all. That was a nothing statement. It was actually kind of worse. Like, they're accusing him of, like, reading too much into the situation when the guy that they put him in contact with is specifically giving him, like, okay, this is what we want in it. And if this was going on in the group chat that he was in with GunRun and Melody, then that's really screwed up. That's really no good. Let's see. So we are at Melodies. Is there any other VTubers that have responded to this? Yeah, I'm not going to apologize for my behavior or words towards Nux and his fan base of rabid, edgy 12-year-olds. All this point to is Nux ignoring everything he was told and did. Way more harm than good. I side with Vshojo on this. Nux can side... Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. This closes the issue? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Because, like, I'm still wondering if they were aware, when they were aware of vshojo.net. They said .org, they didn't say .net. And that's like, I don't know, that's kind of a problem. That's kind of a problem. Let's see. Indigo, why you do this? Why you do this? Indigo, Zen responded on her Twitter. Okay, let's take a look at Zen. Past, present, and future. People are upset at the moment. I'd like to apologize for how this went down. Communities got involved, confused at each other's throats. I made a tweet that riled people up. I'll wish no ill will upon Nux either. Apologies have been made behind the scenes. I hope we can move forward from this and learn and reflect. Most importantly, I will reflect. To my community, I'm sorry I put you in an awkward position. I will never do so again. I'll try not to get involved. Dude. She's like fully apologizing. Wait, is that the actual Sakii Nightshade? Is that the actual Sakii Nightshade in chat? Vshojo told me that they've been aware of the problem since late May. Yeah. Wait, Sakii, can you Sakii, can you add me on Discord real quick? If that's the real you, I just want to get you, I just want get your comment on this, please. Cause like, bro, I just want to ask you a quick question about that, okay? If you can. I know that this is like a big involved thing for you, and I'm kind of curious about that. Let's see. I'll never do so again. I never try to get involved with things like this, but they are my friends and I love them. Was I right to jump in? I felt I saw my friends being harassed by members of a community. If yes, I had to. Could have been handled better. I don't know. A lot of things happened and many things were unknown, but here we are now, wanting to move forward, which is what I'll be doing. I apologize for any stress this may have caused to anyone. Let's strive for a peaceful and fun community. Sakii was one of the people that was being targeted by doxers. So like I like Sakii, please if you can reach out to me on Discord. I posted the link to my my just add me as a friend, and I just want to ask you like to elaborate on that. If you feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. Wait, really? Bro. Okay. That's the first time I've ever hit 1,000 viewers live. Hi, everybody. Dude, holy crap. That's new. That's new. Hey, how's it going, Sakii?
Hello.
Hi. Thanks for tuning into my stream, I guess. So I just want to get your statement on this, and feel free not to answer this if you don't want to or anything. But you said that according to the people that you corresponded with Vshojo, they were aware of this happening in terms of like people faking domains to like pass themselves off as Vshojo since May.
So when I was doxed, the doxer had linked to me vshojo.net and vshojo.org, showcasing Nyanner's dox. And it was post dated like March.
Okay.
And Phoenix confirmed that he knew about it when he talked to me and got my info.
Okay. And I have like two other questions real quick. Have you ever applied to them on their auditions on their audition form? Because I know that they have like a link on their website that goes to their Reddit.
My video is on my YouTube, and I did apply to them.
Okay. And at any point, did you ever get any email from them specifically saying, by
Never.
the way, Vshojo staff will never ask you for your personal information?
No.
Okay.
After applying to them, the only email I got was the one from the doxers.
Okay. And I'm gonna guess that they redirected to something at vshojo.net, right? Or was it org?
It was vshojo.org.
Okay.
I had left a message to Vshojo official asking them, because originally I was pretty sus of it to begin with, because I had looked on Reddit I'd looked on the site, I had looked on Twitter, I had checked everything, and there was no mention of them doing anything. But I took it at face value because I figured they wanted to sort out through talent first.
Mm-hmm.
And the email was set up in such a way that as a person who has applied for business before,
Mm-hmm.
it looked real.
Right. Because I'm
And
gonna
I'm
guess that
not
the links that they sent to you were to like the domain that looked exactly like the official website, right?
yes, it
Yeah.
was the official website,
Mm.
and as far as it looked to me.
Right.
And so when I contacted Vshojo official, no one replied back to me. And I had sent them probably 6 messages, and I waited like 24 hours. I was like, "Hey, is this real? I'm getting messages from X and X people, and should I proceed with this?"
Mm-hmm.
And I figured, they're too busy or something. And it happens, people are too busy to reply to things like that.
Yeah.
So I sent the email figuring it was real, and other than other than the communications that they had, that so GunRun had added me on Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and said, "We would like to get you in contact with Phoenix."
Mm-hmm.
And after getting the email headers and chatting with me a little bit and all that, that was it. And then I had left a couple of messages, and then I closed I left that as it was. Because
Mm-hmm.
I stream so often, I don't always look at my Discord, and so I didn't notice that the messages I had sent hadn't been sent.
Mm-hmm.
Vshojo didn't attempt to contact me at all afterwards.
Right.
Anything. They
Right.
didn't send me any emails
I saw that specific
previously.
tweet. I saw that specific tweet that you were reaching out, and then GunRun replied underneath you.
Yeah. So as far as a disclaimer saying like Path of Exile says a team member will never ask you for your info.
Yeah,
Well,
that's almost
I didn't get one.
exactly like the
And it's on every loading screen,
yeah, that's
Bungie,
almost exactly like
Destiny.
the same like analogy that I used last night, like because I don't think that would really hinder their investigation. It would just be like the bare minimum to like people who have applied to them. It's like, hey, by the way, just be careful with your personal information and stuff like that.
Um,
And plus, like in these sorts of circumstances, like you get a freaking response back from like one of the bigger VTuber groups, and you're like, "Holy crap! Did I get discovered? Am I gonna be like the next
I the
gen or whatever?"
second the second I got it, I
Mm-hmm.
freaked out.
Yeah.
I stopped my stream like midstream. I stream for many hours a day. I'm, upwards of 12 to 16. And um I stopped streaming at like 6 hours, and I contacted a good friend of mine, and I was like, "Hey, what do you think of this?" And I sent them a screenshot of it. And they were like, yes, reply right now."
Mm-hmm.
And they've been through college. They've seen thousands of business emails,
Mm-hmm.
and they said reply.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I had someone who I trusted also get fooled by the email.
Okay, so you're saying that you know personally of another person who's subject to a phishing attempt.
No, what
Okay.
I mean is I sent a screenshot to a good friend of mine of
Uh-huh.
this email,
Mm-hmm.
and they fell for it.
Gotcha. Okay. I like
They
because
believed that the email that I had gotten was real.
right. Because I just read GunRun's statement. He said that like he was contesting Nux, saying that there was like 12, and he said that it was like only you and him were subject to the phishing attempt.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
Because so I'm a self-taught computer expert. I build my own computers. I do
Hmm.
coding for fun,
Oh, nice. What
and
language?
I c- I used to code in C+, plus, and I I do a bit of stuff with Python.
Yeah.
And
Don't touch Java. That shit is cancer.
it's just fun for me, right?
Yeah.
So I know things about phishing, right? And
Right.
I personally, do my best to avoid it.
Hmm.
This didn't feel like a phishing attempt. This felt like a business attempt.
Right.
And so they were like, "Well, you have until about November 12th to reply to us." And I was like, "Whatever. Here's my info." And it well, the rest is history. I got
Yeah.
swatted the next day, and
You didn't get hurt,
and
right?
then when I looked into it, no, I
Good.
didn't. When I looked into it, um, further, I had found that they knew about it. They've known about it for probably 9 months.
Hmm.
Phoenix said that, yeah, he's known about it for, roughly 9 months or so. It just felt like, mid-June, they could have been like, "Hey, people are trying to impersonate us,
Right.
but we're going to be doing a recruitment. Don't reply to anything unless, you see official Twitter posts or something." And there you go. That's it. That could have
Yeah.
been the whole thing.
Yeah.
That would have stopped them dead in their tracks.
Right. And that's what I've been saying from like the very beginning of this. You specifically shedding some light on when exactly this started was like super helpful for me, because like I knew about the vshojo.net domain that they kind of conveniently don't put into their
I'm just pulling the 9 months out of
video.
my ass, you guys. It was
Yeah.
like March, so, that's 8-ish months, 7 and a
It,
half
it it
months
doesn't
maybe.
matter. It
But
wasn't like it
yes,
wasn't
it's
like
too
just
long.
recently. This has been going on
It's
for way too long. They haven't like secured these domains, and they haven't like reached out to indie VTubers that freaking apply to them to be like, "Hey, be careful out there." Like that if they had done that, then that would have been fine.
and, like, don't get me wrong, I I feel as though their PR team is telling the girls to say this stuff because it doesn't feel like something they would say. Like, you saw what Zentrea just posted, it's still pulled up on your
Yeah.
screen.
And I noticed
And
like a lot of like repeated phrases, repeating talking points, and
her
the tweets.
original post in the tweet, it didn't feel like Zen.
Mhm.
And I'm obviously not going to leak my conversation, to you guys with that I had with Phoenix and them. That's for me and them. It was just, it hurt. And
Yeah.
then when I saw their official statement upon the whole matter, I cried for like 3 hours because I had thought they had ignored me.
Mhm. No, I definitely can understand that. Well,
Anyway,
I posted the link to your Twitch in the chat. Thank you for clarifying this. This has been extremely illuminating and helpful to like getting to like what is going on with all this, and I really appreciate it. Do you have anything else you would like to say?
Thank you.
No, thank you. Like,
No,
holy crap. Like, I saw you in the chats like, whoa, hey, I know that name. Holy crap.
well, thank you so much.
It was, yeah,
An experience I
I'll
don't want to go through again.
yeah, and that's completely understandable. And I hope that I hope you stay safe, and I hope that I hope your VTubing career isn't hindered by this in any way whatsoever. And I hope you continue to enjoy streaming.
I'm not gonna let a piece of shit stop me.
Yeah, that's the good attitude to have.
Thanks for having me.
Well, if you look at my chat, I think they're also thank you for having us. So thank you very much.
You guys are all awesome. Thank you for blowing up my Twitch. I can hear my notifications going off through my OBS.
I've had that happen before. But yeah, go subscribe to her, go follow her Twitch, go do that.
I'm gonna start streaming soon.
Nice. Nice. I can't raid you because I'm on YouTube, but I probably would have afterwards. All right.
Thank you so much for having me. You continue the good work, and I hope you can shed some real light on this. It just doesn't feel right, and it feels like Vshojo is hurting people.
Yeah. Well, I might also ask if you might want to come on. My friend Augie does like a thing, and we're gonna be covering the Nux Taku Vshojo stuff, and you might be welcome on or something. I'll probably talk to him tomorrow about it. So just keep an eye on your DMs if you want.
Okay.
All right.
I don't reply right away, but
it's okay.
I will keep an eye out.
All right. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Oh,
sorry. I was talking over you.
I was just saying you have a good night, and thank you so much, everybody.
Yep. Have a good night, Sakii. All right. So, holy crap. I wasn't expecting that. Holy crap. Dude, we just got confirmation. Like, we got confirmation. The things were like 100%. TommyC says, "Can I get in?" Yeah, sure. Let's get TommyC in here. Yo, what's going on?
Well, what's going on? You know, I had to cancel stream. I wanted you on,
yeah,
to go over this drama, but I mean, I don't want to impose here. But can you? I'm thinking about doing a video. Can you bring it? And don't be afraid to say no, because you're deep into this now, and I hate when people do this to me. Do you want to start from bare bones and explain this to me? And because it looks like there's a lot of comedy here.
Yeah. Yeah. So
can we start for the but that's not gonna fuck up your stream, man. You're killing it right now. I don't want to.
I think that's pretty much it. Like, I think that's the high point of the stream. Sakii just completely fucking confirmed something that I had suspicions of, and my suspicions were 100% validated from the fucking person who's like been in contact with all this stuff.
Okay, so let's start the basics. Like, so there's a guy comes out. He says he's approached by a group, or so like a conglomerate of VTubers, and then what happens after that?
Okay, so it's important to understand what this is specifically. Think of Vshojo, the group, is like a talent agency for streamers, essentially.
Okay.
They manage, they recruit, they scout, all that sort of stuff. They get people to into these set up with also like technology. Like a lot of the VTubers are like using like basic free software, but like big companies have like proprietary software. Vshojo is a black company. I mean, that post is becoming more and more true. Okay, so and
what's the name of this company, if you don't mind me asking? Because we're going bare bro. Yeah, what's the name of it?
Vshojo, Shojo. It's like V and then girl. Shoujo is girl in Japanese. So Nux is a VTuber personality who mostly does YouTube content, and he's also worked with Vshojo before.
Okay.
He receives an email saying, "Congratulations, we would like you to be one of our newest talent." And he's like, "Oh, I didn't apply for this." So
is this like a scam you get to, because do you get those things like I do, like all these advertisers, "Hi, we're from Sony," and it's like really misspelled, and we love your channel and we want to advertise with you, and it's clearly not the company that they say in their eye. I literally get these on a daily basis. Is it one of those deals?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, all right.
And he reaches out to the CEO of Vshojo, GunRun, who says, "Yeah, this is a guy who's been impersonating our shit for a couple of weeks now."
Okay.
And this guy has doxed and swatted other indie VTubers.
Oh, okay.
Nux does a video in collaboration with Mutahar, and he releases this after like the domains of this person's gotten taken down. Law enforcement's been involved. Like,
okay.
he is not like, "Oh my goodness, I can't wait to like fucking expose this pedophile on stream and then like possibly like give him like plausible deniability." And
okay,
like,
rewind a little bit. Pedophile, police, come on.
I'm talking about
excel.
I'm talking about like predator poachers and EDP and stuff like that. Like idiots who are doing it more for like notoriety than like actually doing a public service or anything like that.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, all right. So I'm a little confused. I'm still a little confused. I'm a boomer here. Give me a break.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy who was pretending to be this company, and he wasn't,
mm-hmm.
and I've gone through stuff like that before with people trying to get me to advertise with them, gets exposed, but he was he's getting his domains taken away, and he's he has some police involvement. What did he do that was criminal? Just so I understand. Swatting. Oh, so this guy's. Oh, all right. So now I'm on. Yeah, I knew swatting had something to do with this.
Yeah, swatting.
So he's swatting other VTubers?
Yes. Primarily indie VTubers, people who aren't affiliated with a big group. The person that we just had, Sakii, is a girl that was covered within Nux's video.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, real quick, the person I'm talking with right now is TommyC. He is the host of Shot from the Point on TommyC. Just Google TommyC. He originally was asking if I would come on to his stream to explain.
Yeah, we were gonna do it. It just didn't work out.
And he was just like, I don't want to stream tonight. Today.
No, I saw the ball of fire. I don't want to talk about it, but I saw the ball of fire coming, and I'm like, I do comedy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh boy, because I'm really trying to stick to comedy as best I can.
Oh my god, it was.
I mean, I went off. I did the Rittenhouse thing, but I'm mostly about goofing on people and getting a laugh. It's that type of stuff. But go ahead. I apologize.
So he does all this. The video is well received. He did a good job. He covered all his bases. He didn't really name any other people who were being targeted, respected everybody's privacy, it seems, and did an overall really good video. Vshojo, even under his announcement tweet, thanked him for working with them and added them to their official response. So everything looks like it worked out pretty well.
This is like a normal thing. Where's Mutahar's involvement in this? I didn't know that he was involved.
Mutahar's involvement was just like mentioned by Nux, but I don't know like the full extent to which, and I would love to like ask Mutahar at some point. But
is there a possibility it's bullshit?
No, I think Mutahar was in Augie's stream yesterday or the day before, and I asked him specifically about it. Because like people in my audience have been like asking me to watch it, and it was like kind of my thing, and I didn't really pay attention to it until a couple of days ago, when the co-founder and also one of the talent for Vshojo, Nanners, releases a screed on Discord saying that Nux used them for clout, that he personally put them in danger for clout, and all of these grievances about how he just uses them and is a piece of crap. And then a bunch of other.
Where did that come from? I thought he helped everybody out. Like, why are we going after it? Because Nux did eventually put out an apology, if I'm not mistaken. Correct.
Right. His apology is kind of like, so Nanners releases that. And Nux is in full on is getting full on dogpiled by all the other VTubers. These are people he is collaborated with and is like friendly with. And they're like, "Oh, I can't believe he used us. We told him repeatedly to take it down and he never took it down. Please take this down. Please take this down. Please take this down." And eventually he did take it down. In his apology, it sounds as if like that was the main thing. He wanted to maintain friendship.
Okay.
The problem is, and this is my main contention, and I think Sakii just gave me like everything I need to like make a definitive statement about this. Vshojo knew about this for upwards of like 6 months, and they did not do anything in the way of releasing a statement to people who have applied and auditioned for them. At all. Like they knew that there was a malicious actor.
So they allowed this wacko to collect information and like pose as their legitimate company, and only did something about it recently, right?
Because the domains that the domains like they bought like this is like a standard like scam tactic. You buy a domain that's like really like close to it. Like, oh, I'm gonna buy Netflix or Netflix.net, not Netflix.com. Oh, you logged in with your Netflix information. Well, now I've got your password in your email. Like, good job, dum-dum. That is, so they knew about one of these domains were up since like March.
So why did they come out now?
They came out now because this guy tried to go after somebody who knew they were full of shit and then made a video exposing them. It sounds a lot more like, it sounds a lot less like Nux was doing this for clout and putting the VTubers in danger. And it sounded a lot more like Vshojo like was just super irresponsible and negligent and didn't even release an email saying, "Hey, don't give private information unless it is from our direct official domain."
And they let this go on. So both of them. Now let me ask you about Nux. He put these other people in danger. Now I understand he made the video exposing everybody, correct? All right, exposing everybody, and that was a good thing. But what are his detractors mad at exactly? What did he put in the video that exposed them? What did he expose them to?
I think the thing that they're claiming now is that like him making a video gave them attention.
Well, how do you fucking flesh? In fairness to Nux, how do you flesh this thing out unless you
exactly? And in fairness to Nux, he's going after primarily a person that tried to fuck with him.
Yeah,
because he's been swatted before. He's been swatted before. Like he doesn't take this shit lightly. He's like, no.
This is the most complicated, stupid drama of all time.
Yeah.
It truly is an anime.
Yeah, I know,
it's
right?
Complicated and extremely. When you get to the bottom of it, you realize it's dumb.
Yeah, and it's
amazing.
just
so, like I mean, so Nux is he really? Did he do anything wrong? I mean, like, look, you know what community I come from. I mean, I can't imagine defending Kavos from an allegation without using Kavos' name. If something bad happened to him and I want to defend him, or I want to point out
Nux only named a victim who expressly gave him permission to do so.
So he apologized for something he didn't do.
No, he apologized because the other VTubers were saying, by very mention of the fact that this guy was using Vshojo as his avenue to fish for information, was personally putting people into danger.
What is he, my ex-wife? I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean,
yeah.
Like their names aren't mentioned. They had nothing to do with it. This guy's been exposed. But Nux is a bad guy for making a video on it.
And my growing inclination is that the real problem is that Vshojo looks really, really bad. It looks very amateur.
And it makes look so they're not really mad at Nux for exposing this whole thing or getting them in any kind of danger. They're mad because Nux made this potential moneymaker look bad. Sponsor look bad. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, essentially.
Oh, so we have a quiet. We've had an argument about this before. We've chased the sponsor off the site like we did BetterHelp about 3 years ago.
Well, it's not a sponsor. It's like it's the talent agency that manages all the people going after him.
So all right. So is there any chance that is there any chance? And I've seen this stuff before. Not BetterHelp, but what was that application that came out that all the skeptics got behind? And it was really just a chance to. Tom did a great video on it. I forget the name of it. It was an application. You're supposed to be. It was advertised as a free speech application, but it was really just a way to.
Candid.
There you go. So is this a Candid situation? Because during that situation, you had Candid contacting YouTubers to make videos on other YouTubers that are pointing out that this looks like a fucking sham.
Yep.
Is that a possibility here?
No, it's just more of like a talent agency knew that there was people going after like people who aren't like represented by them, and they didn't really seem to do anything to stop it. And it seems as if the main reason that they did it is because it's bad for PR.
It is bad for PR.
It is bad. It is absolutely fucking dismal for PR, and it's getting even worse.
Yeah, I don't like so you figured out that this Nux made a huge mistake by apologizing here.
Yeah, I think he's trying to genuinely maintain friendships, and I think that those people who are...
Well, yeah, you've got the whole community. If Augie and Nick and everybody else turn their back on me, I'm in trouble. You know, there's no doubt about it. So, yeah, you might I got to pay bills too. You might say something you don't mean just to continue to make the dough.
Yeah.
So,
one of the VTubers kind of already apologized.
Can you imagine my 40-year-old ass making a video on this word?
Yeah, I know, right?
It'd be a comedy in itself.
Listen, the only way that I'm able to cover this is because I've got a brain parasite called anime, okay? Like
I know. You weird right-wing guys are like that. You got this anime thing going on. What's the matter?
I fucking love anime. I love anime. It's like it's always
look, I don't have a problem with it, all right? I mean, I'm a traditional Western comic book guy. Not anymore because they all suck. But I never I actually saw Akira in 1989 in the theater. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked it, but it was just like we were talking before. It was really complicated, and it kind of didn't need to be that complicated. But it's, I guess, the translation in Japanese is just so, like, their language is so much different than anything we can imagine Western. And I speak 2 languages now, so I can kind of this a little more.
Yeah, you speak German. Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, I can get through the day, but no, German from English is not a jump. German from Eastern language is this huge jump. What English to an Eastern language. That's because one of the things you learn when you learn another language is people think differently. They think in a different order. They don't like Asians read up to down, correct?
No, Japanese is read right to left.
Oh, right to left. Okay, they read. Oh, so they do it like we do. Okay. Yeah, but see, you would be surprised. Like little things like that can change your perspective on things, and I don't have the words for it. But you would be like you'd be surprised how people like their entire worldview changes through the way they learn their particular language. And when I watch these animes and they sound ridiculous in English, I know that's not what the Japanese are expressing.
Yeah,
I know it's just like there's no other possible way to explain it. Let me give you an example. The new Ghostbusters movie. Are you familiar with it?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
It's called Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but in Europe, or at least in Central Europe, it's called Ghostbusters Legacy. You know why? There's no word for afterlife in the German language.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually the word for afterlife is really a sentence, right? And if you think about it, what's funny about the Germans is there isn't. How can there be an afterlife? There is no life after. It doesn't make sense then. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Like it's just the way you view things, so it seems ridiculous to say legacy. Why can't you just say afterlife? But there's no word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. And that can kind of shape the way, and that's why I don't like anime, because I feel like I'm not hearing what the Japanese are actually trying to express. And then it looks like chaos and madness. Like when I saw Akira, I liked Akira, but I don't know how you.
Akira is also an adaptation of like a 1,500 page manga or something. Like it's like,
oh really?
they are condensing a lot of story into like a little bit of time.
Well, that was a great time to be into comic books, by the way. You had The Dark Knight Returns came out there, Sin City, Akira. That was like a prime time to be a comic book fan back in those days. But
Yeah.
I don't hate anime. I don't look down on people.
You just don't get it.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's completely reasonable.
I don't think you can blame my age either, because it was getting big as every year it gets bigger. And
Yeah.
I would say from Akira on, and then Ghost in the Shell. There's plenty of anime video games that came out for PlayStation 1 and 2 and whatever. I just can't grasp it. I don't see like how it's cool. And then I'm hearing like they do the live action versions and they fuck them all up. Big shock. Like Cowboy Bebop, one of the most coolest characters, transgender or something like that. I was hearing that. Is that true?
No, I don't think so. Anyway, I have no idea.
Didn't
like
they make
Cowboy
Bebop,
Netflix is just like completely bad.
Trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trash. I actually might watch Cowboy. Everybody's been telling me that's like one of the greatest ones of all time. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. I'm never doing this story. Thank you.
I don't blame you.
For like how ridiculous would it look?
Yeah, it's really esoteric. I don't blame you, dude. I cannot blame you.
And congratulations to you for selling the story, by the way. it's like you're obviously hitting a nerve here. I just feel like I think a lot of times as a YouTuber, if you did something that I was interested and didn't know as little about it as I do, you come off as trying to just cash in on the drama, and it's insincere.
Listen,
right?
Only times that I ever get viewership like this is I get a tip on a thing that I just get really interested in and I dive fully into, and it pays off because like I end up being right about these things. I don't know.
No, you got it. I got people in the chat. Yeah, you might want to skip this one, Tom. Well, yeah, congratulations. I'm glad it worked out for you, and all the best, man. Thanks for the call. I do appreciate it. And, I'll laugh at you weebs later. All right. Take care, man.
Bye. So I wanted to give Tommy the background about what was going on. Somebody said Jersh was in the chat. I don't think Jersh was in the chat. It's way too late for Jersh. So let's see. Fruit says Nux apologized to me privately yesterday as I apologized to him for subtweeting. As a creator, it may be very easy to forget the consequences of spreading negativity when you have a substantial amount of fans. I don't condone bullying of any sort, and I think we can take this up as an opportunity to reflect on our own actions and when real people are involved. I like the sad thing is that I think like Vshojo is gonna get away with it, guys. Like I came out of this entire thing so I'm gonna give my I give my take again. I think Vshojo really screwed up. I think Vshojo absolutely screwed up. I think that like Saki's little appearance like solidified things that I had speculation on. Like I fully believe that they were in the know. I fully believe that they were trying to keep it hush-hush, not necessarily because it endangered their talent, but rather that it endangered their public image. There's a level in which I would say that like this is an indie company at the end of the day, but this company makes millions of dollars. This is just not a good idea. I hope Vshojo fixes this because I kind of like Nanners. I kind of like a lot of Nanners' like clips and content and stuff. I think that I think her company absolutely screwed up, and Nux really didn't do anything wrong except for maybe back down. But I don't blame him for like swallowing his pride when it's like staying friends with your mates. You know what I mean? Like I don't blame him for that whatsoever. I think I think that's a completely reasonable thing to do. It is wild. It is wild. So yeah, my name is FlamencoTV. I cover drama like this all the time. Not necessarily about anime drama, but generally any sort of drama that really interests me and I get passionate about. If that sounds interesting to you, consider leaving a like and a subscribe to my channel, as I do these things every so often, as well as game content and all that sort of stuff. I don't really have anything else. I think that's pretty much it in terms of the drama tonight. Nanners may have been the one that started it. Yeah. That Discord, I'm pretty sure the timeline is that the Discord post came out first, and that's like, yeah, this is probably that's probably what's going on. That's probably what's going on. Is there anything else? Does anyone think that is there anything else, chat?